So what do you got? January 28th. I'm doing my Barry White voice for you guys today so you can get educated and aroused at the same time. Or like a late night DJ. Yeah, I'm here spinning the jazz tunes. I give you some moody blues. Yeah. Anyway, January 28th. Sound character begins with keen self-respect. Well, there you go. No one really knows for sure how we develop self-respect, but the experts believe it begins at a very early age. Parents who show their children that they love them unconditionally, just because they are who they are, build a foundation of healthy self-respect that will sustain the children for the rest of their lives. From this foundation comes the moral and ethical structure known as character. Okay. Healthy respect should not be confused with egotism. An egotist loves himself for the most superficial of reasons, while a self-respecting person takes pride in qualities of character that he or she has worked hard to develop. Well, there you go. It's a fine line, isn't it? It's a very fine line. Egotist. I don't know why I'm thinking politics like so much now. Maybe because I'm concerned about what's going to happen to my old country, the country of which my passport is issued from. But as soon as I saw egotist, I thought of Donald Trump, and the tweeting, and the speeches where I am the best president ever, and I fix this and I fix that. And ultimately, I think that was his downfall. That turned people off, and they didn't focus on his policies and what he achieved. The haters going to hate, and they're, oh, he was a terrible president, blah, blah, blah. No, he's actually a pretty good president, but he was absolutely an egotist. And like I said, I think that turned people off the wrong way. I think John Kennedy, who I thought also was a good president while he was alive before they killed him, I think he was the first president that got in based on being likable as opposed to being the most qualified. So that was in the 60s. So for 40, 20, 60 years now, I think it's more people, the people are voting more for who they like as a person as opposed to who would make the best president. Which goes back to like 8th grade and who's the class president, right? The popular kid that people liked. Kind of silly to do that on that level with running the government, but honestly, that's my opinion. It was a popularity contest and not who's the most qualified. So that's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, going back to Ross Perot, I don't think anybody was more qualified that year than Ross Perot, and I don't remember who ran against him. But he got 19% of the vote. That's how good that guy was. That's how qualified he was. But people are in this Democrat-Republican Party mindset, which is what's going to lead to the downfall of the country. It's the two-party system. When you got a choice between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, that shows you that the system has failed and the system is broken, right? So, yeah, egotist and, but having a healthy self-respect and what I called it, oh, hello. I guess she is going to make an appearance on the video in her sexy black dress with no bra. Yeah, you go, girl. You go, girl. Yeah. Daddy like. Anyway, yeah, I think a choice between Biden and Trump is not a choice, and I think a lot of people felt that way. Hillary Clinton, who's a despicable piece of shit, she should die. Trump and her in 2016. That there was no choice there, and like I said before, over 100 million people didn't vote, which was saying we don't like either of them. But yeah, the two-party system is responsible for where we're at now. And it's not good, kiddies. It's not good at all. Anyway, I made a couple of videos last night around 10 o'clock, 10:30. I was tired, walking around looking at condos all day, but I was tired but happy. And I got to say, I haven't been this happy since I've arrived in Thailand. It's a great country. The food is amazing. The people are cool. Everything's good, but I got trapped in a business I had bought. It was supposed to be the first of three, and it was the only one, and it was bleeding cash. And I'm an optimistic person in general, and I felt like it was going to get better. And COVID, I thought the lockdown would end, within whatever 3 months, 6 months. I actually was stupid and trusted the government, which I'll never do that again. The Thai government, they said they were going to open the country in July, and of course they didn't. And then in July they said we'll open the country in October, and they didn't. Well, their idea of opening the country was allowing wealthy Chinese people to come and stay in hotels that the friends of the government, rich people who the government knows, their buddies, their cronies, right? There's a lot of that in Thailand. There's a lot of that in America too, but here especially, the way it works is if you come to this country, you've got to stay in a specific hotel, which costs you 2,000 baht a night, which once again in Thailand, that's high. That's a high-end hotel. That's a luxury hotel. This place I mentioned goes for 4,000 a night. This is the type of place they're sticking people in for quarantine, but not at 600 baht a night, which is what I'm paying now due to the whole COVID lockdown thing. All the prices are reduced, right? You're paying full price. And you have to eat the hotel food. You can't go out. You're quarantined, so you can't go out to find a restaurant. Like we got here at 5 o'clock the other day. We went out immediately, walked down the street and found a good place with good food for 30 baht, 40 baht, $1. No. If you're in the quarantine, you're in the expensive hotel, you have to eat the expensive hotel food. 30, 40 baht, you'd be lucky to get a Coke. Probably it's going to be more than that. A Coca-Cola is what's going to cost you 30 or 40 baht in a hotel, and probably be much more, probably like 80 baht or 100 baht. They mark that shit up. And the guys who own the hotels are friends with the government, so that's why the government did it. Stupid fucking children playing with people's lives. that pisses me off. Like you have no idea the burn. She was cold last night, so she came over to snuggle, and I spooned her, and I got a hard on because I'm a fucking animal, but I didn't do anything because I knew she was just cold and didn't want to have sex. So I'm hot. I burn fucking hot, and part of the reason I'm Flame Boy, or whatever the fuck his name is in that movie, the Flame On, Johnny Flame. Part of the reason I am that is people piss me the fuck off, and it's a nod to my tremendous amount of self-control that I don't go on a fucking rampage and just end all these assholes, every one of them who's causing all this misery and pain, starting with Soros and Gates. But no, I'm just plodding along, doing my little thing. So anyway, never mind sex and keeping your girl warm and all that shit. The titties threw me off when she bounced her titties back and forth in the little dress. I had a good day yesterday because I put 2 offers in on 2 condos. So for the first time since I got here, regardless of the government and their policies, I'm going to make some money because I have rental units, and there's expats here who need a place to live. There's Thais here who need a place to live. Granted, a lot of them have lost their jobs, so the prices are down. The rental amounts are down, but because the rental amounts are down, the price to purchase is down. So that works hand in hand. So I'm buying basically at half price, or in the one case less. I'm paying for a little over 400,000 baht for a rental unit, which is, when pre-COVID, I was looking to buy investment properties here, and the cheapest condo was 1.2 million baht. So you're looking at 40,000 US. And today, tomorrow, we'll see what happens with the offers. I offered 12,000, but I'll pay 14. I'm okay with the asking price. That's why I know I'm going to get it. I'm saying I bought a condo because I will pay the asking price, but that's not the way you play the game. You offer less and see if he'll take it, see if he counters, you know. But if he says, no, 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 I won't take a penny less than 420,000 baht, boom, I'll write the check today. Tomorrow I'll transfer the money from my account. I'll make it happen. I want to own that shit. And once again, right now, I'll only get 3,000 baht a month, which is $100. It's nothing. But it's income, and that condo should be worth 600,000 to 800,000 down the road, and I should be able to pull in 5,000 or 6,000 baht a month, which, based on a 400,000 or below purchase price, is the numbers work. It's very hard to find numbers that work here because it's a pretty small island with, it's a pretty small country. Parts of it are on the water, but most of it's landlocked. It's a pretty small country with 70 million people in it, so it's definitely not, it's more expensive relatively than the U.S. So I bought a rental property in the U.S. for 20,000 American dollars, right? Bought it for 11, put $9 grand in, and needed a roof and all that stuff. I'm all in at $22,000. I'm renting that out for 1,000 a month. That's 30,000 baht. You can't get anything near like that here. The condos I was looking at yesterday were 600,000 baht, 20 grand, but you were getting 3,000 baht a month, $100 a month, not $1,000 a month. So, I'm learning the market, and I also stumbled on a flip. I wasn't looking for a flip. I do want a flip, but I was looking at rentals and found a possible flip. So I haven't checked with yet, my realtor, a lady friend actually, but she's also a realtor. And, I want her to get commission. So I'm using her to put offers in so that if the seller pays a commission, she gets it. And, she's doing work. She rode us around yesterday in the car. She knows where all these places are. She knows the neighborhood. So I told her if we buy a FSBO, which actually I think both of these are FSBOs that I'm buying or trying to buy, I'll pay her commission. I'll give her commission like it was a listing on the market, I'll give her the money that she would have made if it wasn't a FSBO. Everybody wins, in real estate. When it's done right, everybody wins. That's the important thing to remember. So definitely going to buy that one and make rental income. And the other one, I'm putting an offer at half price, which I don't think will be accepted. Very, very seldom do you get a deal at 50% of ask. But number one, time changes that. Time changes circumstances, right? They might get divorced. They might get married. They might, there's several reasons a seller could sell for below market value. So, that's possible. And as I do move down here to Chiang Mai and start flipping, I'll have a better handle on the market and what labor costs and what materials cost. And that will give me the confidence to up that offer. Like maybe I could pay him 300 or even 350 and the numbers will still work. I don't know that right now. But as I learn that offer can go up. But at least the guy knows I exist. He knows there's a Farang with cash ready to buy the unit. So that puts me in play. So that's it for today. And, oh, hello.
What?
Hi. You shower naked? That's weird. Why would you shower naked? You should shower in a bathing suit. She's about done with the whole video thing. Oh well, too bad. I made a commitment on keeping it. But that's what's going on, and happy. I'm very excited about definitely the one condo, and the other, like I said, it's in play. We'll see what happens. So I'm hungry. I'm hangry. I'm gonna go get some breakfast, and I will talk at you later. Be good, people.